Welcome. I'm Amy, an intuitive spiritual teacher, peace minister, healer, law of attraction coach, pet psychic, true love guru, and your biggest cheerleader. Serving the whole world from my headquarters in Texas, I'm here to guide and empower you through this great awakening in truth and consciousness. Join my private membership association today at awakenedalliance.org, where you can purchase an emergency, video, or remote reading. Join my Daily Boost subscription for extra energetic support. Ask a question on my Ask Amy Q&A, including true love spreads. Talk with other like-minded people in my forum, or even sign up for personal mentoring. Always check beneath my videos for my latest links and timestamps, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful day. Hey, everybody. I just wanted to pop on and do a little energy check-in. There just seems to be a lot that I feel prompted to talk about today. So I thought it's going to be a mishmash of subjects and things, but that's just how it's going to be today. If you are feeling kind of isolated right now, I think that's a really good sign. Because it means you're looking for quality, not quantity, in those that you are friends with and those that you surround yourself with. So consider that a really good thing and be proud of yourself that you are comfortable enough in your own skin, and you're comfortable enough in whatever you're doing in your life that you know that you can take care of yourself. You are autonomous. You're independent, and I think that you should be really proud of that. And you are not alone. You always have this family, this tribe, to comment beneath the video and talk to each other. We've got the forum on my website. You guys can communicate with each other there. I'm going to make improvements to the forum here in the future, so be looking out for that. And you always have me. You can call and have I was going to say a consultation with, but have a session with. And I am doing sessions. I was going to put them off until November. I don't know. It's kind of I'm doing emergency readings for now. I'm doing emergency readings. And if that should change, just check the website. Whatever's on the website is current. Let's just put it that way. And for that matter, I said that I wasn't going to do the Q&A answers until probably November 10th. And I'm about to do 2 of them today. So, and I did say that maybe I would jump on and do some here and there too. So here is one of them, but in front of me waiting. But I just wanted to let you know that, and I saw this cool thing written about isolation today that I actually posted on my Instagram. So you can look me up on Instagram right now. I'm on there as Amy Satori and Amy's Awakened Alliance, if you want to look me up on both of those. And Amy's Awakened Alliance has not been, worked on yet. I mean, it's a work in progress. It's just, I maybe have 2 pictures on there. But if you get on there now and start following me now, then you'll get the whole show coming in a little bit. So it might be worth it to go ahead and follow me now, and then watch the fun things that start to come through in the future. Okay. Isolation happens usually after a major transition and just before the beginning of a fresh cycle. So this in-between time feeds your spirit as you regain strength, making you a powerful magnet of attraction. Embracing isolation gives you blissing. Resisting creates blockage. So don't bother being lonely. Just start listening to your spirit crew more. Start meditating more. Take advantage of that alone time. And so, it essentially means that you're leveling up. You're becoming more powerful. Now you're going to start bringing in your tribe later. So don't even worry about that. Trust me. The law of attraction, I mean, it's been working for me like you can't believe. I mean, I have got some incredible, powerful empresses coming into my life that are just phenomenal people. So, and that just started to happen after a long, long period of isolation. So I was absolutely fine being by myself. Of course, I went through my bouts of loneliness and things like that. And I was happy to be lonely and not have to, settle for friendships that were less than I deserved. I wasn't treated a certain way or whatever. So, don't beg for scraps when you've got an amazing, amazing banquet coming for you in the future with some really amazing people you can absolutely trust and confide in, and who will validate you and be there for you no matter all your ups and downs. You could cry and get angry and do all that you do as a person, and you become untouchable when you surround yourself with people who support you in being genuine and authentic, and because they know themselves that they go through all that stuff too. So they understand, they're not judging. These empresses, they've gotten above the judgment stuff, and they're more you know they're more supportive. So but don't go looking for it. You're going to attract it. They will come when they come. But it's a major part of this whole awakening process is you accepting not needing really anything, not needing a boyfriend, not needing friends, not needing anything outside of yourself. It's learning to just be happy within, with nothing, or just with whatever you've got. You just make the very best of everything that you've got. Now, for that matter, when you're leveling up, I know that I had a really crazy dream last night, which would be Wednesday night. The 19th. Not that it matters. In case you want to write it down. I'm not going to tell you the dream, but a long time ago, I would have a dream like this and I would just be kind of mortified, like really, like not like I would have just felt like it was the biggest nightmare. And I would have been like, oh my gosh, why would I dream something like that? So something that I've learned throughout the years, and I've kind of grown with you guys probably remember me talking about how I used to have those repeat dreams about demons and things coming after me, like really scary, frightening things in all shapes and forms used to come after me. And through it's like I get trained in my dreams as well. So we get trained by life, we get trained in our dreams. It's all happening, to build us. So all these years went by when I would have the same dreams all the time. And I was just like, gosh, I just keep getting attacked and attacked and attacked. Finally, all of a sudden, it's like I figured it out. I mean, I would even take the Bible and in Jesus's name, get out of here, all this kind of stuff. And what I finally came down to was laughing is the key to releasing anything that's coming after you, anything scary. If you just start laughing or having a sense of humor and take it lightly and be like, oh, I'm sorry, were you serious? you know, they hate that. It is the complete opposite of evil. So if you ever encounter evil, just crack up. For that matter, I had this and here's one thing I was going to say too, is self-growth sneaks up on you, right? When you're working on yourself and you're doing your healing and Byron Katie and whatever you're working on, NFT or whatever, you come to a point where you have a practical application happen. You have something that happens and you surprise yourself. That's when you're leveling up too. You really surprise yourself by the way that you handled it. Like you would have lost your what in the past, and now you're just like whatever, and you can laugh it off. That's a huge, huge sign that you're growing. So I had that happen. I was working every single day on Byron Katie, and it didn't seem to be working. And I just kept doing it because I promised myself I would do it for 2 months straight. And I kept that promise and I did it every single day. And then like the 18th the 18th day of the second month or something like that. It was like I was about to give up on it. It was like I had like however many days left, like not many days left. And I was just like, this stuff isn't working. And I had kind of a bad relationship. And he started getting really frustrated and upset with something. And normally it would have intimidated or scared me. And it would have made me just clam up and be like, I don't know. Yes, I was like that at one point. I've also been a people pleaser in the past. We've all had to overcome all of that stuff, so don't be so judgmental about your masculines, feminines, because you've been there too and you know it. You're just frustrated because you've already gotten over it. You want them to hurry up and get over on the other side of it because it's so much more comfortable. Anyway, and they won't have to suffer so much. It's like, come on over here, quick, come on, get on the boat. Out there's a bunch of sharks. So anyway, he went to do something with something that he normally would have gotten really angry about or started to get really angry about. And it was at that point where I had to decide how I was going to react to it. And my heart was starting to do the thing. And then all of a sudden I just started to have this laughter like bubbling in me. And I started to laugh about it. I thought it was really funny all of a sudden. And I'd never seen it like that before. But I was like, oh my gosh, he's getting so upset about this. And I was looking at him like a little child, like he was like a little 5-year-old going, meh, 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 whatever, And I was like, oh my gosh. Like he's not even a grown up, he's just a child. And I started to laugh and I didn't want him to see. So I ran and went to the bathroom and started laughing and laughing and laughing to myself in the bathroom at how funny he looked acting like that. And how relieved I was that I wasn't scared of him. And I walk back out there and he turns around and just looks at me and he's like, who are you? And where did my wife go? But I could tell he was impressed. Like he was like, oh man, I think I just lost her. And he did. I left him soon after that because I just all of a sudden could see the truth. I was like, you're just a child, And so it was just moments like that are just so empowering. So we're doing all of this leveling up. And it's not like you don't need to belittle anybody else either. It's just you see that you just got to get out of there. It's unhealthy. And it's like, why are you going to live your life in fear? Why would you live your life with somebody who's like totally toxic and doing really mean things to you all the time and whatever else, It doesn't make any sense why you would treat yourself like that. So as you start to really love yourself and you do all this work to heal yourself and all that stuff, you'll just see all these wonderful things happen. So in a dream, getting back to the dang dream subject, or the nightmare, whatever you want to call it, if you see something like a statue or a picture on the wall or anything that shouldn't move, a fork, a spoon, anything that's usually like totally standing still, if you see it move in your dream, that's a sign that you are leveling up spiritually, believe it or not, that you're going from a stone figure to animated. And it might freak you out in your dream because you're not used to something like that happening. And when you're when you're in the dream, sometimes it feels pretty lucid and you're like, oh my gosh, why did that statue move? And it kind of scares you. But also blood, guts, and gore, body parts, mutilated body parts, blood all over. A lot of times when I have dreams like that, it's like in ice or snow for some odd reason. But, I've had, there might be a sound in a second. Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, when back in the day, I used to wake up and used to be really alarmed, like, oh my gosh, why did I have a dream like that? That was terrible, blah, 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 blah. And my dream last night that I had, I must have been enlightened because even though it could have looked like it was my fault that all of it happened, which is something I've been healing, is guilt for some things in the past. Even though it could have looked like it was my fault, it wasn't my fault, but it could have looked like it was my fault. I could have put that on me if I wanted to. One of those situations where it was like, well, it was my reason, or I was the reason that he looked over this way, or that this happened, or whatever it is that caused him to do blah, 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 even though I hadn't done anything at all. So basically, a driver, a bus driver, was trying not to hit me. And so was getting around me in the snow, getting around me on the ice, which was very sweet of him, but we caught eye contact for just a moment, and he saw that I had somebody in the other seat, like totally like, don't go over the line, don't touch the barrier. And they were making me nervous, so they could probably see I was nervous. And here's this big bus coming through, and it was very narrow and a curvy road and whatnot. So he was worried. And his reaction to try to protect me caused a catastrophic event to happen. So, however, my reaction to it was I went through it, I saw it all, and I was merely the neutral observer, completely detached. And it was like this: when you are enlightened, there's an unconditional love to it all. You accept and embrace it all as God's creation. Look at this. Look at the way that life is spilling out in front of me right now. And I did that, and I wasn't disturbed or upset. I just observed it. And I was proud of myself. When I woke up, I was like, holy cow, like it, I mean, I would think in real life, if I saw that, I'd freak out. But in my dream, I was just completely calm, just very calm, and very like just wanting to help. What can I do? That kind of thing. So, just remember that if you have a really bad dream like that, sometimes it can actually, so look up the meaning of it, look into it, do some studying on it, because it really helped me back in the day when I was having some pretty bad dreams. So just keep on doing your leveling up. What was one of the other things I want to talk? I've covered so many different subjects, and I've skipped all over the place doing them or mentioning them. Okay, so there's going to be a change to the Great Awakening updates also. I don't want to do old stuff. I don't want to do stuff about like, why did the giants do this and that and the other thing, like stuff that's way in the past. That's maybe somebody else could do that. That's just not my thing. I like to do check-ins on current energy. So my Great Awakening updates are pretty much just going to be like more like Amanda Ellis does, just kind of like some life coaching about what's going on with the current energies, just there to support you energetically. If there happen to be current events that are happening at that time, something pressing or something happening where you guys really need some answers, those are the types of questions that I want to get in the World Questions chat, please. But they need to be very current, like things that are discussed on the fake boob tube, on the fake program that's playing. So I need you guys to please honor that. Otherwise, you're gonna get dismissed, ignored. So I just don't want to do that anymore. I just want to address real issues of the moment that are happening right now. And maybe 2 or 3. So I could really get into it and delve into it and ask lots of questions about it so we can gain some clarity. If I do, it may just be a report on, here are the current energies right now, and here's what we need to do about it, and just that kind of thing. So, and I've been synthesizing or putting together like because some people were like, you were all about true love at one point. Now you're about Great Awakening and whatnot. And if you really take a look at it, true love is not. It's not these cute little couples that come together and they go out on the street and they meet each other and, oh, hey, do you want to go on a date? It's not cutesy like that. It's serious stuff. It causes you to mature. It causes you to go through a massive growth process, all that leveling up I just talked about. It makes you go through all of that. It puts you through hell. It puts you through so much pain and loneliness and anguish and suffering and crying yourself to sleep. And it's anguishing. True love is one of the hardest things you will ever have to go through in your life. But it's because of the passion in your heart for that person. And as you're doing all of this growth, because you want to be with the person, now that's how it's designed. Two people become like magnets drawing to each other because they're like, I really want to be the person you deserve. Both of them coming together saying that, I want to be the person you deserve. And I want to be the person who can handle you. I want to be the person who can take this all in stride. I want to be the person who can where we can become like this total power couple and nothing affects us, basically, where we can brush everything off and take it all in stride and work as a team together, an inspirational team, right? Now you take that whole true love area and everything I described and all the spiritual growth that happens within it and all the work and all the, oh my gosh, the anguish and the suffering, everything making you level up. Your intuitive abilities grow tremendously, by the way. And and then you place it over here and you overlay it with our world circumstances, and the whole exact thing is happening over there as well. They're an exact mirror to each other, because over here it's the same stuff, pain and anguish and suffering and oh my gosh, and all of this, like, why is this doing this to me? I'm going to rise above it. I will rise above it. I will be the emperor. I will be the empress, and I will go form my own kingdom, and I will go do and eat all organic, or grow my own stuff, or get away from all the AI, whatever. It's like empowerment, to where you get to a place where you are not affected by that stuff anymore. You are merely the observer, and you are unconditional love. You are unconditional love, right? Boom, 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 boom. And it's been parallel. I've been watching, and it's been paralleling. What's been happening in the world has been mirrored over here in true love. We're coming to unions very quickly here. A lot of people who've been, especially those of you who've been in this for years or for quite a while. So it goes perfectly together. So basically, my channel is all about empowering the leaders of the new earth coming up, empowering all of you guys to be the emperors and the empresses, to take control and to start making this new earth thing happen. So just a little feat, but I'm here to support you guys. So join my Awakened Alliance at awakenedalliance.org. Become a member for $22. Once you do become a member, you're immediately sent the $22 back to apply toward any order that you make. Okay. So, and if you have other questions like why do the giants this and why does this happen and why did that, save that for personal questions for remote readings or something. You can just jot those questions down and still have them and make a whole list. And then you can schedule a session with me, and I will be happy to explore all of that with you. Okay, so some of the things you also might be going through, in addition to some crazy dreams, are neck stiffness. I woke up this morning with kind of a kinked neck. And something to keep in mind, too, is the extraterrestrials that are helping us, the benevolent, good ones. They have the capability. I remember Vanessa LaMorte. She's how I learned my light language, or she's what gave me more confidence to learn my light language. And she's amazing. I just love her so much. If you guys want to go watch her on YouTube and look at, I don't know if she does as much of the same stuff anymore. She used to just do light languages all the time, like all these blissings and stuff. I don't know if she does that so much anymore, but she's got such a great vibe, and I just love her and her husband, and now she has a baby, and it's so cute. Anyway, she said that one time she had like hypoglycemia, like I do. And she was, or like I used to, And she was driving down the road at one time, and she started to get really sleepy while she was driving, and that's happened to me before too. So she's driving along and she's just like kind of starting to nod off a bit. And she felt an ET just drive a syringe into her neck. And she went whoop, and woke right up and got through the rest of the drive just fine. So it's possible sometimes that they will give you an implant, and it's not the bad kind. It is something that just helps them monitor you, and it might be temporary. It might be just for a little while to get you through something, or if you're going through some major changes in like becoming more crystalline, and you're doing a lot of work on yourself and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes they will do that to keep a closer control over you, so that while you sleep, they can be like, do, 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 and they can do it like almost from the inside with that microchip or the whatever it is. So keep that in mind, that we're being aided that way. And sometimes a sore neck can actually be, you could ask your intuition, but it could be something like that. Could be a syringe of something that they gave you that helped. It could be, it could be a number of different things. So remember to use your intuition and ask about everything. It's just sit down and meditate for 5 minutes. And if you guys are being irritable right now, if you guys are feeling like, God, son of a gosh, why did I trip on that? Why was that even in the way? If you're starting to snap like that a bit, and you're feeling pressured, like, God, get off my back, all that kind of stuff, just realize that you're doing it and don't shame yourself. The last thing you want to do is make yourself feel bad about yourself. So don't shame yourself. Just take a break, take 5 minutes, and realize that you're highly stressed, that you're expecting too much from yourself and you're pushing yourself too hard. Take 5 minutes to just breathe, be thankful, grateful, love yourself. I love you. Even when you snap and you get angry, it's okay. It's understandable. You have a lot on your plate right now. Give yourself like a little love, a little pep talk, some TLC, and then go back. Then go back into your situation, or start a new day and say, today, I'm going to go slower. I'm going to be more, present and focused, and, collect yourself and don't just go out there on autopilot all wonky, just want to make sure that I cover all this so I don't wake up tonight and go, whoa, I forgot to talk about that. Okay. Okay, so we've done everything but 3 things left. So we're going to check out the current energies right now. The current energies. And I am using the Galactic Heritage cards for this. Okay, Spirit, please let us know as a collective of all those that are like-minded, that are watching this channel and people like us. Where are they at right now? At what stage are we at right now? Okay. Oh, this is so ironic because I just said in my last Q&A, I hope you guys are watching that. In my last Q&A, I asked you guys to please be praying for the pristine earth and be like trying to help manifest it, and just pouring your energy into like, just imagine Costa Rica, but without any buildings, and just lush and green and beautiful, like earth would have been like without people interfering. Like picture that. And it's funny because, whoa, actually there's two cards came out. Earth, progressive desires. So I feel like if you guys have been praying for that, you are helping. So I think they're thanking you, but we'll get into the meaning of that in a minute. And then belief systems, it's also earth, present, being present. Both of them say present. So I also feel rewards are coming for you who are helping right now. And 52 and 53 might mean something. I've been seeing tons of 3s and 5s lately, and 2s for that matter, 2s, 3s, and 5s. So this would be appropriate. And it almost looks like she's holding a cat or something. I mean, I don't think so, but how interesting, right? And with these cards, they're really funky. And most of them look really weird. I don't even know how to describe it, but but they don't usually look like this. Like they look like that or something. They're just like, what? A blob, like a blobby blob. And these ones actually look like people. And it looks like a man and a woman, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Again, the world applying to, true love. Okay, so 52. 52. Okay. I might have to turn on my light for this. I'm going to grab something for this. I saw another reader do this once, and I was like, that's a great idea. Okay. I have a magnifying glass with the light on it. It's kind of cool. All right. So, and be patient with things that you're healing, because they will heal. It just will take time. Could take time. All right. So, says, this is 52. This card is energetically the opposite of the last card. It represents the polarized energy playing out on Earth in present day. 51 talks about those conservative attachments that stop healthy change. This card can refer to this desire for change that compels action prematurely. Change is a constant, and we can never escape it, but we have to be wise when we implement it. If this card came up in your reading, it may be asking you to look at the impulsive actions you have taken on premature desires for change, based on premature desires for change. Conversely, it may be giving you, sorry, I lost my place, of actions. It may be asking you to take a chance with change and growth. Even when you feel frightened. See, that's the masculines right now. Take a chance with change and growth, even if you feel frightened. And that's also in the world, right? Move, go do whatever you got to do. You will have to look at the surrounding cards and your life circumstances in order to gain a clearer understanding of the message this card is trying to give you. Given the energy on Earth now during this transformational time, change will happen rapidly and profoundly, no matter how afraid we are. This is the nature of the energy at this time. It would be wise to begin to feel comfortable with the unknown and with new directions that may arise, so that when growth becomes necessary for you, you can navigate it with grace and ease. So get ready for changes to happen very quickly, and take those changes on with grace and ease. Oh, that's so funny. I just got a message about that this morning. You're going to be going through some rapid change soon. We're trying to get you ready. So, okay, now 53, the other card says, belief systems are complex maps that we build within us that help us navigate our inner and outer worlds and create our view of reality. They are often formed unconsciously from early life experiences or past lives. They keep us feeling safe, but they also stop us from growing. On Earth at this point in time, there is a high degree of attachment to our belief systems, and this keeps us in opposition. This keeps us in opposition to each other, as is seen in religion, political, and social conflicts. Personally, our belief systems keep us stuck. They stop us from loving ourselves, from growing, from healing, and from moving forward in unity consciousness. In this time of tremendous growth on Earth, it becomes essential to look within and identify these belief systems, including those about ourselves and those about the world around us. If this card came up in the reading, You are being asked to look at the belief systems, belief systems that keep you stuck and possibly hurt those in your life. This quest is not a pleasure one, but it is an essential, isn't a pleasure one, pleasant one. But it's an essential one for all those who seek to awaken their consciousness. So take a look at the surrounding cards to see if there is a clue as to which belief systems that need exploring. If not, go on a treasure hunt deep inside yourself. What you will find can greatly serve you in your growth if you apply the lessons. Okay, so leveling up. Leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. Okay, so we're going to put those away. So what is a guide that's helping us with this right now? Sorry. I'm losing all this weight and my bra straps keep falling down all the time. So I need to go get a new bra. Okay, so what is a guide that's helping right now, please? What guide is helping us in this expansion process, this leveling up process we're all going through? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Ashun is like an African queen. Sweet success. Well, well, it all wasn't for nothing. I'll tell you, we're going to be greatly rewarded in the times to come, you guys. We will enjoy the feast very much. Are you secretly afraid of being rich, rewarded, and successful? Were you taught that life and work are struggles to be endured? Is it difficult for you to equate spiritual services with material wealth and social status? You've been working hard for a long time, and Ashun, Yoruba, goddess of creation, has been watching you. She sees your efforts and knows what it takes to juggle countless demands alongside creating meaningful work. You're a sacred feminine creator in tune with the source of all things. The time has come for your creations to be birthed with ease, with ease. Just as I gave birth to the first people on earth, she declares, leading you to a river gushing with the energy of prosperity. Release thoughts of lack into Ashun's flowing waters. It is important that you do this as the universe is moving you into positions of leadership. I'm getting chills everywhere, you guys. Release thoughts of lack. You guys are being raised up to be the emperors and the empresses you were meant to be. Allow yourself to be richly resourced and wildly successful in all your creations. Are you guys getting chills? Old beliefs about scarcity and patterns of undervaluing your time and energy are being washed away. Wealth in all forms flows to you. Claim your throne of divine feminine influence and lead with love. I have chills all over the place, you guys. Oh my gosh. And that sounds an awful lot like Nasara Jasara, yes? Okay. Jeez. All right, so self-care cards. And that other deck was this one. All right. Oh, the first one I look when I went to show you the other deck is abundance. All the money signs. Being a thoughtful steward for the money you already have is the secret to creating more abundance. So true. When you trust yourself to handle more, that's when more shows up. Perfect. All right. All right. So what guidance do you have for us? What self-care should we take into consideration at this time? Change course. You might be frightened, but you got to make that change. A closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. All right. Feelings. Healing begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. So again, like if you start feeling like you're ripping people's faces off, you start getting irritated and frustrated with people, that is your clue to go take a step away from the situation, put your hand on your heart and say, I love you. You got this. It's going to be all right. Let's be more present, be more focused, slow down, and just, you could even walk more intentionally, feel your shoes or your feet on the floor and just, concentrate more in the moment. Okay, let's see what else do we need to do? What else would be really good for us right now, please, to take into consideration? Love. That right there, my friends, is awakened alliance. That's all of us being the emperors and empresses of the new earth. Love people, love them with all your heart. Just be sure to love yourself first. Absolutely, 100%. In fact, you can't even love other people unless you love yourself. You just can't do that. Authenticity with the card right in back of it. Let's look at that one. Look at that. You got to stand out to be authentic. You got to go against the crowd. Live life for you, not the audience in your head. So don't try to please anybody at all. You just do you, and all of a sudden you'll see all of those heads turn and start following you. That's what leaders are all about. You go out there in your own unique flavor and put it out there like you want to, and all of a sudden you give everybody else permission. You help all those sheep wake up and go, whoa, you're doing that? Whoa, maybe I should do that. How did you do that? And you can start helping them. Okay. All right, so we're going to look at, this is my Spirit Talk Oracle deck available on my website. Then we'll look at some body cards, and then we're going to do a quick little other segment here for pets. So if you have a pet, then your pet will enjoy this next little part. And then we're going to answer 2 questions from the Ask Amy Q&A. A setback is just a chance to regroup and get creative. You might even come up with a better plan as a result. Imagine that. Embrace the opportunity and try to see this through new eyes. Absolutely. That's what change is all about. It's always there to support you. It's not taking you down. Quit banging your head against the wall doing the same damn thing. Mix it. Doesn't say damn. I just am emphasizing it. Mix it up and do something different. Get out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone to level up, guys. Give anonymously to those who are in difficult places you've been before. Don't be afraid to rely on others. I feel like some of you are kind of stubborn to even tell people what your circumstances are, but don't be afraid to rely on others to aid you at a time of need. Accept a gift or take a compliment. People feel good when they give. Let them do it. In doing so, you encourage all humanity to care. Be conscious of your breath and sensations in your body more often. How do we do that? We just remind ourselves we're walking down the hallway, going to the bathroom. I'm walking. This is what it feels like to walk. You notice the poster or the picture on the wall. The sounds. I've got my air filter going right now, and it smells nice in here. Or I have the candle going, and vanilla. Just be aware. Don't just clod your way down the hallway. Just, pay attention to your environment. Put up your spidey senses. You could even sense what's going on outside or what's going out in the world as you're walking. What do I sense right now? It's time for you to throw out those outdated thoughts and beliefs. What you think, say, and believe you are creating. So stop repeating that old stuff. So you are creating what you're saying and what you're thinking and what you're obsessing about. So make it be positive. And if you catch a negative thing come out of your mouth, like they always do that. Like that's very common. They always do that. Stop immediately and say, they don't always do that. They're perfectly capable of doing this instead. And then you can say, thank you, God, that they are always so generous with their time and energy. Thank you, God, so much that they have changed so tremendously that I am just pouring. Just my heart is just expanding, exploding from the tremendous bond we've just created, that we've created this, I don't know, whatever you want to say, but just like stop yourself in that negative thought and affirm the opposite. Thank God that the opposite has already happened, all right. It can be about your animals. It can be about your husband. It can be about your counterpart, your true love counterpart, or whatever. It's time to overcome your fear of death. It stands in the way of you living your best life. There's nothing to lose but your ego, so go forward fearlessly. Sometimes we got to just say that. If we die, we die. We can't ever really die. Our energy goes on. Consciousness goes on. We can, we put so much effort and we put so much into being the person we are with this name and whatever, but it really doesn't mean anything if you're not living a life that's worth dying for, really, You lived a fake life your whole life. Woo! Like, maybe because you didn't stand up for something or whatever, like hundreds of people died and you could have saved them if you had some courage, that was worth something, so be willing to die if you have to. Or see death differently. Muji has a really great talk called The Death of Death. Just put that in a search, MOOJI, with the word death of death, and you will find it. Okay. If you don't like the situation you're in, practice being the observer of the experience rather than being in it yourself. Step outside yourself and look from a more detached perspective, like I did with my husband that one time, where I just all of a sudden saw through new eyes. I was like, oh my gosh, he looks so childish. If somebody who didn't know him were in the room right now, they would have been laughing. They would have been like, oh, come on, dude, what the heck? What are you making such a big deal over nothing about, But it was because it was just the two of us, like, oh, So, change your perspective and be detached from the situation and look as if you were a complete stranger in the situation. Be somebody else. Be your best friend. Pretend to be your best friend looking at it. Or pretend to be your best friend sitting next to you. What would they say about it? Would they be laughing? Probably. All right, one more. Go with the new and divinely inspired rather than the comfortable but worn out. It's time to let go. Now, for some of you, I hate to say this, but for some of you, it might be to go with a new true love. Like for the feminines. The masculines, they don't get a new true love. You are the one that got away. For the feminines, they do have options. And the only reason that's different is that the masculines have to get over their egos in order to choose true love. And if they choose another path, then their life kind of goes down in the dumps. But that's not your fault, and he could grow up and he could leave that situation and he could choose you later, but do you want to wait around? And in the meantime, you are shining bright out in the world and you're bringing in other people who are also true love counterparts who are like soul flames You guys look in my playlist all about true love if you want to learn all this. And if one masculine closes the door and says, I'm not willing to change, I'm going to sit here the way that I am, and I'm not doing a thing about it. And if they choose that stance and they're like, no, I'm not taking that queen over there. I am not going to take this empress because they're scared or whatever. Usually it's because they're insecure about it and they don't feel good enough. They choose another route, then another guy comes through. So some of you need to at least let go, so that the universe can bring you in the perfect person, whether it be your true love that you've been pining over for many years, or whether it be somebody new. So just stay open. Okay. But for most people, and for the masculines, it means new and inspired. Quit doing the same damn thing and get the hell out of that fake life. Because almost all of them always report to me, I feel like I'm living a double life. And I'm just living a lie. That's no way to live. Now, these are my body talk cards. They tell you what your body would say to you if it could. I would really like to stretch more. It makes me feel better. I could really use it. Now, stretching is also another way. If you're doing Qigong, you should have an hour worth of Qigong or some kind of an energy work done to you every day. So, especially if you're trying to heal something, anything. So that would be stretching is one way to boost your chi. Meditating, doing energy work, and Qigong or Tai Chi or something like that. So maybe stretching can because I actually try to count up an hour. I do my Qigong, which is about approximately 25 minutes or so. And then I do like 20 minutes of meditation at one point, 20 minutes of meditation another time. I do my stretching, all that kind of stuff. So throughout the day, try to get an hour's worth in. I can heal myself, but it requires you believing completely. You can create miracles. Start commanding your body or telling your body what to do. This is what I want you to heal. This is what I want you to do. This is, start telling your body what you want. I think what you're contemplating would be a good idea. Yes, I approve. So whatever you've been thinking of doing, it's a good idea. Go for it. I need to detox some toxins out. One good way to do that, I hate to repeat myself, and I hate saying this word, but fasting for any length of time, the longer you fast, the more toxins you're going to dump out of your body so quick you wouldn't even believe. Just drink water, tea, water and tea. That's it. Just have water and tea for a certain amount of time. And even if you want to go to some other thing, like, what do they call it? Keto or something, to where you're going to cut sugar out. This is a good doing this first for like a week. You're already going to start seeing some incredible things happening in your body that you won't even believe. But I would always, I think doing like a week or two is optimal. I think that everybody should be doing at least a week or two every, I don't know, 3 to 6 months or something like that. That seems like at least a week or two. Maybe a week. Most of you just really aren't used to it like I'm getting used to, but like a week, just so that you can build your belief and you can start healing some things and get your skin softer and have some things, scars go away and all kinds of wonderful things can start happening and you'll feel really encouraged. And then you can go back to keto and it'll be even easier and you'll get rid of all your like cravings and stuff. All right. I need more variety. And I think I need to get better rest in order to operate at full capacity. Okay. Can you take me to that place or person you've been meaning to? Okay. So if you've been thinking about something like that. Okay, so this is going to be kind of fun. I have a video. I'm going to put the link down beneath this video, and it is all about pets. And I think that every pet owner should watch that video for sure, if you care about your pets. Watch it, at least watch that video once. And you might want a refresher. I don't know. Maybe this is your opportunity to do that. But what I'm going to do today, and to honor Bella, sweet Bella, I am going to, and I talked in my Q&A about how I've started a Telegram group of cat mommies, where sometimes if a cat has gone through some kind of a leveling up, we say the cat's name, or we put the cat's name in all caps, and then we leave a voicemail for that cat. So basically the mom goes over to the cat, when she can, and she puts the speaker next to the cat and lets the cat listen to the message. And we get so many cute responses from it. But anyway, so I thought that I would just, if you're new to having a cat or a puppy or something like that, then you want to study their body language. Watch lots of videos on their body language and whatever behavior they're exhibiting. Look that up, always fresh food, fresh water, always keep their bowls fresh and clean. Really pay attention to the ingredients on the food that you give them. The more simple, just like with us, the more simple, the better. More protein for them, the better. They don't need peas and carrot. Well, they love peas sometimes. They love carrots sometimes too. But some of the ingredients, you're just like, what does a dog or a cat need that for? Like, what the heck? So the more basic, the better. And at least for the first 7 to 10 ingredients, there shouldn't be any natural flavoring. Is chicken flavoring okay? Chicken flavoring is okay. Natural chicken flavoring, is that okay? Yes. So, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a blissing for your pets right now. And I'm going to explain to them or show them in my mind telepathically. I'm going to convey a message from my higher self to them and let them know how to deal with you. Your ups and downs, your emotional days, what their job is. I'm going to help them feel comfortable being with you and bonding with you and having a sense of humor even about what you're about and all kinds of things like that. So, and you don't even need to have your animal around the video right now, but you could. In fact, might be kind of fun. If you video it, if you video them watching this right now, I would love to see that video because I might use it in a snippet because I'm going to be making like a little thing coming up where I'm going to use little snippets of things like that. So please send those to me if you want to videotape your cat or your dog watching me do this blissing, okay? And you can send that to amy@awakenedalliance.org. All right. Or you can just contact me on Telegram or WhatsApp also and send it there. All right. So I want you to relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath. And I want you to just think about your animal and all the wonderful, how you want your animal to be. Okay. Be picturing telepathically what you want your animal to do. So if they exhibit a bad behavior or anything like that, imagine them like moving away from it or just being like, I'm not going to do that anymore. Or whatever it is, just imagine, or if they should be more cuddly. If you feel they should be more cuddly, then imagine them cuddling you. Or if you feel like they should be more quiet, then picture them quietly laying down or whatever. So, all right. And I'm going to be speaking to your animal here. Hama shashena taike hela an se ele hupum an. Hai shishena taike ele ho hama ama an ai. Ha la pumpan chichi la kidina tai sanse e la shina tai. Ha la shishinki bapa mahama ana ai ke ends. Halashike he en papahama ana taikin sase. Tulapo mahana chichen tataike he pumaha ain. Tahe la hikin kain sa. Pahe shishike he na om. Hama na taike nai. Hala e she napum. Keritin tai he sasame maan. Tai la kirin tai. Shishi napum. They just said some of them feel like you guys aren't giving very clear messages when you're training them, or sometimes you say words to them expecting that they understand words, and they don't necessarily. It depends on how well, just like with people, some animals are more in tune with what you mean. Like they don't necessarily get the words. Some of them are like children and they get certain keywords, but mostly they go by telepathy. So they'll see what you're thinking when you're saying it. So if you're like imagining that your dog's barking wild at the door because you're angry at them, just stop barking wildly at the door. They're seeing you actually picturing them barking wildly at the door, and they're thinking that you want that, for example. So you got to really study about these animals so that you understand them better. Um, and read books on positive reinforcement. I remember back in the day before I was a positive reinforcement animal trainer, I used to have the belief system that it doesn't work, but it works more ironclad. If you have to be smart, but it works more ironclad than any other type of thing that I've seen because you build rapport and trust with your animal, and that means everything. So, ha shishinkai de pi ina o la anatai ke in. Haba mahai na taiken say shake la po not na dying. I'm trying to think of something that I could give them a tip on also, because it's so hard for them because they can't talk to you. They can't tell you. Habeshishinke la ina apomamaan. Hasa sehe ina aiken. Shishihe na po maan sense. Ha la kipin. Ashikina ha la po pa na sasinkain. So, okay. Hopefully that was helpful to them. Let's see. Did we? No, I don't think we did the animal cards. So these are the pet cards. So for the collective of those watching this video, what are their animals wanting to say to them right now, please? For the collective of those who are watching, obviously, you guys, if you get a personal reading, then it's going to be, I can read into your individual animal, but this is for the collective of everybody watching right now. I'm ready to move on. It's okay. So if you've been thinking of placing them in a different home that's better for them, it's okay. Or if it's their time to go, that's okay too. They're ready for that. It could also be that you've been worried about them moving to a new home with you, and they'll be all right. They'll be okay if you do make that move. Whatever fits you. I wish you'd show me more love. So, treat them like children. They're not just decor. And they're not just a bother. And if they are a bother, it means that you're not doing your job as a pet parent. It means that you're not giving them the attention they deserve. You're not training them. How do you expect them to behave well if you don't put in the time? Okay. I'm in more pain than I'm letting on. Please help. So, they really look up how cats show pain or how dogs show pain. And you'd be surprised what might come up. So just be aware of the signs of pain so that you can know possibly when they are in pain. If they're exhibiting some kind of odd behavior that they don't normally do, then that might be an indicator. But look into that. And I do healings on animals as well, if you should want to contact me about that. I'm allergic to something that's inside of our home. So there might be something that you want to just think about that's not natural, not organic, most likely. It could even be bleach or, something that would be really harsh for them. Just put them outside while you put that around and wait till it's completely cleared. Yeah. Especially if they act kind of funny or kind of nervous around it or something like that. Oh, if I go, I want to come back to you as soon as possible. So if they have really enjoyed being with you, if they're going to pass away or something, they've enjoyed being with you so much that they wanted to return right back around and get a brand new body and be young again and be like symptom free again. I'm scared of someone who lives with this sometimes or always. I'm very uncomfortable. So you might be living with a toxic person. You might want to get the heck out of there. Why are you in that situation if you're with somebody who's making your pet feel uncomfortable? If your pet seems uncomfortable about your partner, it's a really bad indicator of that relationship. Your partner should be somebody that your pets feel very comfortable around, period. Because they can sense how you are around them even. They can sense that you deserve better. When you talk to me, it helps when you send me images with your mind. That's how us animals talk. I could use some warming up, please. So some of you are in cold climates and you're perfectly comfortable at 68 degrees and they're freezing their asses off. So please give them a heating pad or a blanket or something to warm them up. Or maybe a little area, maybe just the laundry room is nice and cozy warm for them. Animals like to be warm usually. I love how magical you are. You are truly one of a kind. I'm proud to be in your life. You see the very best in everything, and I see the fairies celebrating you all the time too. So fairies are with every animal. Every animal has like a little guardian fairy. So when they see their fairies like having fun with you too, they're like, wow, this is a happy family. Like this is the perfect match. All right. So now the rest of you, if you don't want to listen to this next part of the Ask Amy part, then you can leave now. Because we're going to answer just 2 questions and then we're done today. All right. So, okay, 5,200. Hi, Amy. I hope you had an awesome week. I am just wanting to get a message from Spirit for my daughter. Thank you so much. We love you. I love you guys too. Yay! I want to give you a little hug. Okay, so messages from Spirit. Messages from Spirit for her. Okay, something having to do with talking to your friends. Sometimes you hold back and you feel a little bit insecure around your friends. They're really wanting you to just be confident and say it like it is. And those who are your true friends will want to really be, you'll get better friends if those that don't like what you say don't, if they don't like it and if they leave and they don't want to be your friend anymore, perfect. Because then you have an even better friend coming through who's going to really admire you and really think you're amazing to talk about those types of things. So just because your friends, if they talk about certain subjects that you don't care about, that's okay, but if let's say, the fairies and unicorns that you have, if you start talking about stuff like that and they're just like, we need to hang them out and they don't want to be your friend anymore, you don't need those friends. You really don't need those friends. And I know that may seem like, well, but then I'll be lonely. I won't have anybody to play with. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Because when you are proud of yourself and you feel really good about yourself, then you exude this confidence and you walk around proud of yourself and you're like, you know what? I am amazing. I am beautiful. And I have a unicorn and I have a fairy walking around with me everywhere that I go. And nobody can, it's like, to be my friend, you gotta have unicorns and fairies too. Whatever this is, I'm not saying that that's the subject, I'm just saying that whatever it is about you, maybe you like big puffy coats or something that, I don't know. But whatever it is, be really proud of yourself. And you can just put your hand on your heart and say, oh my gosh, I love that so much about you. If somebody said, oh, that's so stupid that you wear purple lipstick. I love that you wear purple lipstick. Go home and say that to yourself. I love that you wear purple lipstick. You were amazing with your purple lipstick. I love you so much. And do that to yourself every single time somebody starts to say something like that. Or let's say you go to say something and you're afraid that if you say it, that you're going to get judged. Then still catch that moment, catch yourself doing that. And when you go to the bathroom next and you're alone, just say it silently to yourself. I love you, even if you believe that. I love you, even if, whatever it is that you wanted to say to them that you couldn't. Love yourself for that thing. Okay. Oh, your unicorn is like going, for sure. Okay. So he's with you a lot at, wherever you are during the day. I guess you'd be at school. If not, it would be at home, but I see him with you. Yeah, at school. He encourages you. He just went like this. Like sometimes he nudges you, like, talk to this one, talk to this one. What you want to look for in a friend is kindness and sincerity and compassion. So if you're around a friend who's mean to people, you don't want that person to be your friend because they would be mean to you eventually. So, just stick with people who are more like you. Somebody who's sweet and open and kind and loving, and they will listen and they will really care, just be friends with those types of people, even boys, if they're sweet. How much is the fairy's like, well, me too, me too. Okay, what do you want to say? She needs to believe in herself. She's very special and she doesn't realize. Yeah, I would actually concur with that. You are like a vibrant, beautiful, bright star. And everywhere you go, you're going to unfortunately attract people being jealous of you. And that's probably what's going on in that situation that I was talking about. They're probably just jealous. So, and that's okay. You're an amazing person. And other people there in households with parents that won't let them be themselves. They're really, their parents, every time they go to be themselves, they squash them down. No, don't be like that. Don't be like that. You have to be like everybody else. No, don't speak up. Don't do that. Don't only dress like this, and you don't have a household like that. You're so lucky. Your mom encourages you to be however you want to be and to talk about whatever you want to talk about. And she encourages you to be strong. And so just be proud of yourself. Be really proud of yourself because you really are amazing. And you just don't be afraid of people who act like that, or if they bully you or mess with you at all. Just laugh, and just laugh it off and stay away from them. just just avoid them and get away from them. And if you need to, if you have a confrontation where you have to say something to them, maybe picture if you had them one-on-one in a room all by themselves and there wasn't anybody else to show off to or anything. What would you say to her to have compassion for her and the life you imagine she must lead? What kind of life does she have with her parents? And just imagine that and feel sorry for her, feel bad for her, and then say that to her, whatever that is. I wonder how your parents are to you, that you would treat me like this. Maybe it would be a good thing to say. And just make her stop in her tracks and think about that, because maybe you could keep her from beating up on somebody else or bullying someone else. Oh, and I do feel like, okay, I think that if you do something that brings joy to a lot of people, then you're really going to be a hit, even for the bad people, the supposed bad people, the people playing the bad roles. So I just saw it like a puppy, like you walking into school with a puppy. I don't know if you're going to take some kind of gosh, I have no idea how that's going to happen. But somehow, and I don't know if this is like theoretical or if it's actual, but it's like you walk into school with a puppy. Maybe that just means like act like a puppy. Just be friendly and huggy with everybody. And how could what's a bully gonna do if you run up and hug her? you know? Oh, you just need some love. Come here, give me a hug. They'd be so confused. That would impact them for the rest of their lives. They just wouldn't believe it. Anyway, okay, so let's see what the spirit cards have to say to you. All right, what do you want to say to her right now? Trying not to say your name, even though I know it. There really is no past or future, so make it a practice to remain in the moment, letting nothing else distract you. This is your superpower. So your mom can help you learn what that is and what that means, because it's very true. But it's kind of a hard concept to get as a kid, I think. Maybe I feel like you could. Just concentrate on your environment and kind of like I talked about earlier in the video, like have your spidey senses on everywhere you go. Be listening to your intuition, just being aware, listening to things, but without making stories up in your head. Pretend you're an alien in this world in a way, like that you're brand new here. Whoa, what is that? And it's like a door. Whoa, what is that? Wow, who is it? Would it interact with me, or could I walk right through it, or like what? But without all that commentary, without all the stories, just look at it and be like, huh. And just do that with everything in your environment. And also feeling that I want you to picture just right now, like kind of feel into it, feel the tingling in your body, the aliveness in your cells. And I know that might be hard. Your mom can help you with this, but just feel that your body is like actually alive. Look down at your arm and just feel what that feels like, to feel like any kind of energy going through your arms or something right now. And I just felt that you felt it. Just concentrate on that, because the more you concentrate on feeling the sensations in your body like that, especially that aliveness energy that's buzzing around your body, animating you, that's like God's source energy pouring through you, keeping you alive, making you blink and swallow and talk. So what else is doing it for you? You're not doing it. Did you make yourself, do all these things? No, but you just blink when you need to. So the more that you put your concentration and your attention on those things, the more it'll start coming over your whole body, in your head and everywhere. It'll just be all around you. And then you'll have this great energy field all around you everywhere you go. And your mom should get you into Qigong while you're young. That would be a really good thing for her to do for you. Maybe a Christmas present, perhaps. Okay. Shortcuts never pay off. At the end of the day, make the decision that'll make you smile as you drift off to a peaceful slumber. So I think you know what that means. If not, your mom can probably try to help figure it out with you, like what you're trying to take shortcuts on. And it's time to throw out those outdated thoughts and beliefs. What you think, say, and believe, you are becoming or creating. So watch what you're believing. Please just let go. You're clinging too tightly to what you want, as if it's eluding you. That means getting away from you. This is only pushing it away. So have faith that it's coming, because it is. Those things that you want so badly, they're coming to you, but you got to just know that. You just got to just, it's coming when it comes, and just let go, Don't bug your mom a million times, or don't think, how can I get that? How can I get that? How can I get that? Whatever that is. Just be like, it'll be here. It's coming. It's meant for me. Just keep affirming that in your mind, and it will. Okay, well, sending you a big, big hug, and I do hope to meet you someday. I think that would just be really a beautiful thing, a wonderful thing. All right, so next question. 5206. Hi, Amy and the beautiful collective. I am just wondering if I can get a true love spread on my divine masculine. Thanks a million. I hope you are having a great week. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am having a good week. I've been having a productive week. All right. So what is her masculine thinking and feeling about her right now? What is her masculine thinking and feeling about her right now? It's a long video. It's got so much in it that I could have like cut this all into different videos, but why not? Wow, lots of yellow. Wow, all yellow so far. That's new beginnings. Wow. What does that mean? Is he a drinker? Hmm. Oh, is he with a karmic? Okay. He wants to get unstuck. He's going to get unstuck. He's going to transform and get unstuck. And it might have to do with breaking up with a karmic. Or healing his creativity, because he has all this yellow with creativity and new beginnings. He wants to talk to you. He's thinking about you. He wants to build that rapport again so you guys can have your dreams come true together. So he wants to reconnect and have a new beginning, a fresh, new, clean slate. And you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So he sees you as a perfect fit for him, a perfect complement to him. Both of you are fiery and sexy and feeling good about yourselves. So he is wanting to make an offer to the Queen of Pentacles. So he feels like you really don't need him, like you're living a good life by yourself. You really don't need anything. And he misses you like crazy. So he wants to break free and become single so that he can, rekindle this with you. And he will be so happy to do that because he really looks up to you and thinks you're absolutely amazing. He really wants to come out from hiding. He wants to reveal some secrets or maybe things he's kept in the dark and hasn't told you about. He wants to stop turning his back on you and actually face you and face the truth once and for all and bring balance to the situation. He might be a little bit worried about his drinking, if he's been drinking or was drinking. He may also be worried that he was overthinking things before and now he wants his wish fulfillment instead. And he knows he can have that only if he gets in control of his head and gets more mature. Okay, so in the future, wants to get unstuck, transform. He thinks you're very compassionate, loving, and kind, and patient and intuitive. He's also feeling you in the 5D, so he can feel like what you're going through sometimes. He might think that you're somewhat of a miracle or God's gift to him. So let me look at some ghoster cards. These are my ghoster cards, also available on my website. Messages from your beloved ghoster. All right. What is he thinking about her right now? What would he want to say to her? He doesn't trust this connection right now. Maybe it's what my friends have been saying. I'm just feeling skeptical. Am I imagining this? Am I delusional? Have you cast a spell on me? I hope it's real. So is he currently doubting the connection? No, I feel like it was a problem before. Oh, I feel like the karmic said that to him. Oh my gosh, those guys are such tricksters. I feel like she's the one that put doubt in his head. I don't have an answer for you right now. I'm just not sure what to say, so I'd rather not say anything and regret it. So I'm staying clear until I figure this out. Okay, fair enough. I feel like you're too good for me. I'm afraid once you get to know me better, you won't you would find somebody better. Yeah, he really puts you up on a pedestal. They grow through that though. They grow out of that. Sometimes it takes getting beaten up by a karmic to get there, but he'll get there. I'm thinking of you right now and it's putting a smile on my face. I can't wait till we're face to face. I always get giddy the closer I get to coming to see you, and I'm closer than you might think. I'm going through somewhat of a financial crisis, and a lot of masculines are. or restructuring right now, and might even be changing jobs or careers, considering changing jobs or careers, they just said. As soon as I feel stable, I'll reach out to you and see how you're doing. Yeah, I dream of a future with you sometimes, but wonder if it'll ever amount to anything. I know I'll get a second win, but I'm feeling discouraged right now. I'll do my best to stay positive. So why is he feeling that way? He's deflated. He's just told himself, like, she's too good for me anyway. Like, she's just going to figure me out. She won't want me anyway. So why not just give up? They never give up, though. This is your true love. He won't give up. But they do go through this. They feel sorry for themselves. They put themselves down. They think that they're all of that stuff. This is very, very common. And I don't know how long you guys have known each other, but a lot of true love relationships take years to cultivate and for them to grow through that, to mature through that phase and to realize that they need to embrace the opportunity. What I'm going through right now would burden you, and I don't want to stress you out. I'm protecting you from all the drama, so please just trust that I know what I'm doing. Trust me, I'm just as frustrated as you. I just have to figure some things out before I can make this right. I don't want to involve you in all the boring or dramatic details. So he's going through a drama shitstorm, it looks like. I've got intimacy issues right now. I'm having performance anxiety or don't feel confident being physical in a healthy way or opening up about my past. But he knows he needs to do that. I'm sorry. I really am. I hope you can forgive me. I just feel so bad. I feel like he's beating himself up. He also might be sick right now. Oh, I'm in the middle of a legal matter. Interesting. And I feel like it would be affected adversely if I got involved right now or talk to you right now. I'll reach out when I feel it's okay to do so. He's just not ready yet, but he's going through a major transformational process. And he is trying to kind of meet you at that energy of not really needing anything, like breaking free of that karmic and being like independent and happy all by himself and just reassessing his life, getting himself out of the doldrums and the feeling sorry for himself, victim mentality. And he's picking himself back up on his feet, and it just could take some time. It could take some time. I feel like maybe even springtime might be a fresh start for you guys. So, and it doesn't hurt. I know that's disappointing, but it doesn't hurt to just anticipate that it's happening later like that, because anticipating it sooner will be disappointing if it doesn't happen, right? So I would just keep sending blessings to him, that he find the solutions he's looking for, that he see the ultimate truth in all things, that he love himself unconditionally, because those things are the best things for him to help him in his growth. Also, as much as you think about him, he's thinking about you, which is all the time. This is bringing me into another message I was going to share with everybody today. We always hope that our true love is going to show up over the holidays, but do not expect it. Make your holidays the best that you can and make plans and do things for yourself and just take really good care of yourself and do, what you can to make yourself happy and make the holidays the best that they can possibly be without him or her. Because sitting there waiting on the edge of your seat for them to show up is just not a good energy to be in, and they will most likely disappoint you. I hate to say, but it's only because they really do have to go through some massive change in order to be with you. And trust me, I've seen when couples come together prematurely, like the beginning of this whole video started with. I've seen them come together prematurely and it doesn't go well. You guys end up going back into another separation. So it's really essential that both of you are on the same vibe, that you can not that you're exactly at the same level, because you'll both be having to work out some triggers and all kinds of things. You know, you're both going to go through healing together, but to attract anything in your life, you have to be capable of bringing it in. You can't have resistance to it. You got to be like, okay, so this is the level at which I feel like I'm leveling up to, and I gotta whoop, and get there. So, and he knows what he's putting you up on a pedestal right now. So he's got to go blah, 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 till he feels like he's on a similar level. Maybe not the same, obviously, not the same as you, because you guys are different, but you know, like that he's not going to like, okay, let's say a celebrity, right? You could imagine being with a celebrity and say, there's no way I'd be so intimidated. I'd be like, oh, I'd have a heart attack if I met that person or something like that. Well, you're not at the same level. You cannot come together at that time if you would freak out like that. So if you want to be with a celebrity, then you have to think of yourself as a celebrity. You got to get up to that level as well. You have to be at a place where you would see them as a normal, everyday person. And in true love, you really do that. But I'm just saying, to use a really good example, because we tend to, you know, society tends to put celebrities way up, except for those of us who know the truth. But you know what I'm saying? Generally speaking, you know, even, you know, just be at a level where when the person comes into your life, they are welcomed completely, and you're not running scared because they're on a different level than you know? You just be at a point where you can completely and totally embrace it. So that's what your masculine's got to do. That's what he's got to do. So don't expect anything over the holidays. But if, in that way, it's a better surprise too if he does show up or calls or whatever he's going to do or sends you something. I mean, you know, just know he'll be thinking about you and he'll be going through. And sometimes you have to go through the sadness of the holidays to really transform. You got to go through the suffering with a karmic and do all the people pleasing for all the other people, and just be like, I should be doing this for her. I should be doing this with her. I should be going here with her. What am I doing? Why did I choose this? You know, sometimes they have to go through that in order to see, you know, to become better for you. All of it is so that they can become better for you. So keep that in perspective. Okay, guys, let me do just a general blessing just for the hell of it. Okay, relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath. As long as it's for everybody's good, and within everybody's free will, it will be amplified, whatever you're hoping for, wishing for. Hamashe na taike he la ma na tekinsa se la peha na shishinketi la hala oma an chinchin da tai tai alekidipim puma ha ana I ha la shinke and san se pehe na I just saw a big giant sun. So I think they're encouraging you guys to just go out there and shine brightly in your authenticity and integrity, and just be the light for the world. Be the inspiration for everybody else. Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.